All right, y'all, with the pineal gland, the spiritual processing center of the body. Let's get into this a little bit because it ties into the light and the lights in the sky clock. Everything is kind of changing, and it's putting off different angles of light. These angles of light go into us. They affect our DNA, and as they affect our DNA, this light's going in, and the pineal gland is processing it, and all these little things. Okay, so as the pineal gland has been attacked in our society, according to the world stage, the fluoride is where you're cast down to the ground and you're riding it down there with Satan. So when he rises, you're going to rise with him, kind of thing. But this calcifies the cow. It makes the herd, that herd mentality, the hurt for the grievous sin, for the Sodom and Gomorrah, those types of things. But this calcifying of the pineal gland, it hardens it up and makes it to where it can't act like a prism and shine that light where it needs to go in the brain, and give the body and brain an attunement to the spiritual world. And this world works through the chemicals in one way to bring us down, but also there's some out there that they keep from us that give us light also. But that's a whole nother rabbit trail. So they give us these chemicals like fluoride that calcify the pineal gland. And then they have artificial colors and flavorings and whatever. Those work with these things, the nitrates, whatever. So those all work together in one way. And then they bring in the brainwashing and the textbooks, doctors, dentists, toothpaste, society. All these things are here, brainwashing you, telling you how to live your life, blah, blah, blah. You need to use this, that, and the other, okay? It's all brought to you by the beast to make the beast, okay? And the millennium has started, and there's been all types of information released and gathered, and we have the information highway at our fingertips, and Jesus told us to seek him in truth. So we have gone and gathered light, and gone and gathered the talents of men and oil from men and those things. And in the 2020, when the light was kind of given, it got the lights going. So we had an option for the past, since 1995, 1999, or I think 1999 was the internet or whatever. Either way, we've had since then to surf the web and to seek information and to gather truth and to look for things of this world and to gather all types of information, not just to be compartmentalized in the world like the world teaches. And also they give the degree so the people, they don't think they have to learn anymore after 21 or 22 years of age or whatever, when they get their degree or they go get their doctorates or whatever, get really their degree in their ass and shit like that. But it's where they're just putting hell and they're burning. They don't even know it. And they're living that grievous sin. Man, why'd I go to college for that degree? I'm not even doing that degree. I'm doing another job or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So we need to go get our degrees after we find out what we want to do. We should be working like 18 to 20 or whatever, 18 to 22, figuring out what we like, and then going to get the degree if we even need the degree. But most degrees are just to say that you believe in the beast and you worship the beast, and they have your number. You have his number. 603 score and 6 to get your credit for your college education that you don't even need. Okay, you can go get it free at your library and get all those books for free. So either way, that's a whole nother story. So they control the pineal gland with all this light coming in. They're hardening it up. So then you have all this light and so-called spiritual context around you that's being fed to you. And you can't process it properly. So therefore it's truth for you. It's truth for the society. It's truth for the world. So this is where the people, they haven't detoxed the past 20 years. They've lived this way or that way, and they eat and drink this way and that way. And there's 2 foods, 2 drinks, 2 sources of entertainment, 2 places you can eat, those kinds of things. Well, 3 places: fast food, restaurant, or home. All right? But fast food has it right in one way. The restaurants have it right in another way. But the way they do it, it's all fucked. So either way, but there's been a test, and this test started even before that, like in the 80s with the diet craze. That's the diet craze, so you can't get your light. But the either way, the 80s, 90s, those had their tests, and they led up to the millennium. That's why we saw like comedians like George Carlin and stuff saying about the government or whatever is setting up seeds to grow for when we got to the millennium, we had access to all this information, we could start reading, okay? So, either way, the pineal's been calcified, the light can't shine through, the light can't be gathered, so this is where they, the first shall be last, and they think they're first, they're drinking and eating all this shit food and all, whatever they got, and it's just bringing them down. Either way, if you, the toothpaste, it tells you on there that it's a poison, that you can't have over like a pea drop and shit, like all kinds of, it's right there, it tells you these things. And it tells you that California or whatever state has deemed this to cause cancer and blah blah blah. And that's a red flag for y'all, okay? So like everybody's using the PEX now instead of the PVC or whatever, but the PEX has a disclaimer on it that says it causes cancer, so everybody's basically drinking cancer water now when you're putting PEX on your thing, okay? So just some things y'all should think about maybe. Anyways, these are a test on men, and we're at that final test where man's being taken into another stage or whatever. So that's where we have all these chemicals and hormones and all this stuff being tested or whatever. And then you have the RNA being taken out, the messenger for the DNA. So when this light's changing in the sky and the light's changing on the phones and the OLED lights are coming out on the TVs or whatever, this new type of crazy bright light that's the TV, the new TVs are like more vivid than real life in a way. Okay, so these are like doing stuff to the frequencies and the DNA inside the body, and since the pineal gland is calcified or whatever, and we're going to the next age, the beasts are going to be taken down. Okay, so there's different levels of things going on here. All right, we'll end the video here. It's getting a little dark, looking a little bit like Burt Reynolds and shit, but we'll tune it out.